As I take you to the next story, I believe there's no sin that's too great to be forgiven by the Lord. So at the end of the day, if God can forgive you, who is man? But yes, moving on. So let's talk about the gospel industry. And according to Daddy Owen, who recently just released his new album, says that the gospel industry is dead and is kind of like happy about it. So that is what he said. But I'm going to quote what he talked about. Okay, yeah, here we go. He says, I've been working on this thing for so long. I believe that's the album. And I believe I've done a good job. And I thank God for giving me this opportunity. It is a nice album. It is different, unique. The difference comes from how I have merged different producers, young producers who challenged me to do something that I have never done. The next thing he said, yes, here we go. The gospel industry is dead. That is the truth. The only thing that should remain is gospel ministry. The gospel industry is dead and should be buried. Then he went ahead to say, I hate when people say this is an industry. The moment someone says it's an industry, it means money. For us, when we started, we didn't do it for money. So when it is dying, that's my joy. All I want to remain is gospel ministry. So according to him, his joy is the industry is dead.
Oh, that's nice. Like so, Daddy Owen has been around. I think I was listening to Daddy Owen when I was in primary school. Am I exaggerating? Like in 2000 and kabla kudu tufike one. But he's been around for a while and he's had a really tough year, like personally, you know what I mean? So it's nice to see him do what he loves, because at the end of the day, Daddy Owen became Daddy Owen because this is what he loved to do, He just happened to grow from it and make money from it and be like, a legend at it. I'm just happy that he's had at least one good highlight out of 2021. It's been rough.
An album. Can't wait to listen to it, to be honest. And guys, by the way, tuyafanya mazoea ya kusupport our own artist. Wengi wako in depression because they cannot, like
make money from
and at the end of the day, imagine ukiendanga job na ulipwi. That's what they
do. And you still do it.
Let's support. At the end of the day, tunajua na nimejua at the end of the day leo.
I'm going to say this, sorry. I'm going to say this when it comes to the gospel industry. Because, according to him, he's happy that the industry is dead. But at the end of the day, even the kingdom of God requires financing so that it can move. So I kind of disagree with the industry is dead, but I do agree with the idea of, it's not about the money when it comes to the work of God. But like I said, the devil is in the churches. The devil comes in all sorts. Even like whatever preacher you choose to listen to, whatever person you choose to follow in the name of God, make sure you're following Christ. Follow Jesus. Don't follow people. You get. Sionge juu ya Instagram na Facebook follows na Twitter. When you're following, make sure you're following Christ. Because there are some people who are claiming to be of Christ, but even the devil knows the Bible. And they're not really. So make sure you test and ask for discernment by the time you choose who you're following, who you're listening to, who you're believing, and who you're paying attention to. The devil is everywhere. So discernment. Yes, that's my take on that.
All right, let me take you guys to the next story, and it's about love. I mean, love as a word. What is love, according to you? Now, apparently, Boniface Mwangi, who happens to be Juilani's friend and also Miss Nganga's friend,
Lilian,
decided to post a slide of pictures inaitangwa photo dump squeezy a photo dump pale Insta, and then captioned it vizuri sana, akasema life is short, don't let religion or societal expectations make you stay in an unhappy relationship. Go where you're loved. If you have loved once, you can love and be loved again. Love is a choice. Love is beautiful. Don't be afraid to love. Right? And then I don't know how these two now. I don't know how it angered Mike Sonko, the former, Nairobi governor. So akaenda pale Twitter. Me, I'm telling you, I don't know what has happened to Mike Sonko, but clearly nowadays he's become a blogger. Akasema aki si poa. Stop hurting Kavaloko. Kavaloko means a rabbit, and that's what they call Alfred Mutua, who happened to be the estranged husband to Miss Nganga, Lilian Nganga, right? So akasema si poa, stop hurting Kavaloko, just move on in peace. You are now endangering the life of the msanii. Now, Lilian didn't take it lightly, especially the fact that he says you're now endangering the life of msanii. I don't know if wewe inakuuma ama inakuwasha unashanga, why would he say that? Why would me loving and moving on endanger the person that I'm with. So Boniface ni nani? By the way, wakaingia head to head on Twitter. It was lit. It was lit. Anyway, let me just read what Lilian felt she needed to share. Akasema, my main concern from Governor Mike Sonko's post is why he would think I am endangering Juilani's life. The photos as shared yesterday by our friend Bonnie were not in any way meant to hurt anybody. Na akasema, also, if you read this post and you don't see the main issue that requires discourse, you're failing your sisters, your daughters, your women, your friends. And of course, I'm leaving the floor to you guys. What do you think? What do you think Mike Sonko meant when he said you're endangering the life of Zani? Unaona why I said, again, munaachwa and then munaanza kulia cry fall. I mean, if you look at Alfred, it looks like a decent guy, but we don't know really what goes behind the closed doors. Do let us know. 111 444 111 is the SMS line. But of course, we gotta move to the next segment of the show. It's time for Pesa Sports since it's Monday.